Okay, YouTube, we're back at it here. We're going to try to replace the broken O2 pipe. So there's 5 or 6 bolts here that's holding this on. So obviously 1, 2, 3. Then you can see where my socket is already on 1. That's 4. Crawl up underneath here. And then there's 5 right there. So what I had to do, which I already did because it was easy and it's kind of self-explanatory, you don't need my help. Remove the lower intercooler pipe, or the lower pipe, I should say, from the turbo to the intercooler. Got that out of the way. That was easy. That's just a couple of small bolts. Of course, yours are going to vary, but I think mine were 8mm. So remove that from here. This is an aftermarket downpipe. The 2 bolts that were in here did not look like anything fancy, so I just went ahead and removed those. I don't, they were like 11mm or something, but yours could vary because the bolts that were in here didn't really look like they fit too well. So I just went ahead and removed those. So you have to get a little creative. A lot of people talk about having to remove this radiator, and I mean, it might make it easier, but you technically don't have to. So the bolts that I got on here, these are 14mm, but you do have to kind of get creative on how you attack these. So I'm using a 1/4 inch. Lucky for me, none of these were C's in here, otherwise it would have been a complete pain in the ass. But it's a 14mm with a 1/4 inch socket and ratchet. So you got get a little creative on how you attack these. But so with this one here in this back corner, I had to actually get it from the top. This one here, I was able to get it using a 14-inch box end wrench, and then the other 3 on the top, I was able to just kind of use a regular 3/8 inch. Hey, bud. Just a 3/8 socket, 14mm, and kind of attack them from the top up here. So those 3 here were easy to get to. But this one here was the biggest pain in the ass. So what I had to do is get my socket on there, and then, if I can find it, there it is. I had to use a 14mm box end wrench, and I just kind of stuck it over the top like this to give me some leverage. You can kind of see you got to be careful of the radiator here, but once you get that sucker on there, you can see it moves. And that's how that goes. So I can probably take this off now, and I can probably just undo this without the aid. I just had to use that to break it loose because that sucker was on there. Hopefully this isn't going to be too much of a pain in the ass. I might have to completely remove that downpipe to get this out, or to get the new one in, which is no big deal. It's only a couple of bolts. Chopping broccoli. Oh, that might be loose enough to where I can unthread that by hand. Let's see. Can I get that by hand? Sure can. Oops. Where'd you go? nut. There's a stud on that one. There's a nut and a washer on that one. So let's go ahead and get this one loose. I decided to break everything loose to kind of speed up this video because, man, I tell you what, if I spent an hour on this, just kind of getting it prepped and figuring out a way to attack all these. Maybe what I'm going to do is maybe get some, like an Allen head to put these back on. I mean, you can see this washer here, it was filed down to get it to fit in there, so you know the head of this bolt was on there, right on the edge. So getting it stuck in there was kind of tough. But I got it on there, and it worked. So probably going to use like an Allen head style to replace these with. So after this one comes out, I just got one more underneath. Oh, come on. There you go. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. One underneath. Got one more. All right, let me climb under there and ooh, focus. There we go. I'll climb under there and we'll get that last one out. All right, so I got this ratcheting wrench here, and it's just will not fit up in there. It's too tight. The ratcheting mechanism is too big. So, you gotta use a regular box end wrench. There you go, that fits. And then you just gotta take this. Oh my goodness. 1/4 of a turn at a time. There you go. Oh, what a joke. Oh man. Alright, so I'll go ahead and work on getting that off and I'll come back. Still working. Still working on it. Still working on it. Whew. Okay, so I finally got it out. There we go, turn my flash on. Finally got that bolt out. Looks like the nut is stuck to the stud. So I might have to get a new one of them. So there's my gasket. Will you come out? No, I think I gotta. I'm probably gonna have to take this downpipe off. I don't think I can get this out. Otherwise, I don't think this is coming out. Oh, wait a second. Oh, there we go. We're off. Now, can I get it out through the top? I think I can. Let's crawl up top here. Let's see what we got. Will you come out the top? Sure will. Look at you. Wow. You were foobarred there, buddy. That's a bad one. Anyways. whatever. So there's that. I mean, it's not a bad piece, it doesn't look like. I mean, it looks okay. I mean, it's cheap eBay stuff, but it's okay, I guess. So, alright. Done. There's a downpipe. Well, let's get this side out of there. There we go. Looks like it might be a little restrictive right there on the top. I don't know if you can do anything about that or not, but let's take a peek inside here. Oh, it's so cute. It's so tiny. So, alright. I think that's going to be it for the night. I think I'm going to have to pull that downpipe out. I don't think I'm going to be able to get the new pipe, the new piece up in there without it. It's a little different. I'll show you real quick. So here's the new part. Let's open her up, huh? So there it is, El Cheapo. So that looks like maybe 1 3/4. I don't know. And this lip here is a little bit thicker here compared to this one. I don't know if it's gonna matter or not. Yeah, it's gonna matter. This one's been cut down. I can see that it's been cut down. The one on the left's been cut down. So I'm probably gonna have to cut that down a little bit before I stick it on there. Otherwise, it probably won't fit down in there. So somebody probably learned that the hard way. They went to put that on and it didn't fit. So I'm probably gonna have to almost grind that thing down to nothing. So, all right, gang. That's gonna be it for tonight. I'll work on getting this put back in. I'm probably gonna take that downpipe off, but when I do that, I'll make another video for it. All right, thanks, guys.